Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Magic. Today, we're diving into a moment that shook the fandom, all because of one Instagram post by Jungkook. A mysterious collaboration appeared on his profile, and then suddenly disappeared. What really happened? Was it just a technical glitch? Or is there a hidden message behind the deletion? What makes it even more intense is that the incident dragged in the names of Jimin and even Taehyung, sparking heated debates within the fandom. But hold on, there's a small detail many people missed. And that tiny clue might just be where the real answer lies. So get ready, because today's video will break it all down. Not wild fan theories, but actual facts you might have overlooked. Let's dive in. Lately, there's been a lot of buzz around Jungkook's Instagram post. The removal of a collaboration on his profile surprised many and sparked a wide range of opinions, especially among fans who closely follow his relationship with Jimin. Reportedly, Jungkook had accepted the collaboration without realizing that it would automatically appear on his profile. Considering he hasn't been active on Instagram for quite some time, many assumed he wanted to keep the space private, maybe for personal reasons or simply to avoid being too open. The post only stayed up for a short while before it was deleted, leaving the public wondering why it disappeared so quickly. That's where the misunderstanding began. Some accused Jungkook of deleting the post out of anger, while others jumped to conclusions without any evidence. Soon, the conversation turned negative, not only toward Jungkook, but also involving Jimin and Taehyung. Many fans started taking sides or throwing accusations without knowing the facts, which only fueled more rumors. But let's not forget, BTS is a 7-member group that has stayed strong together for years, bound by a deep connection. When it comes to Jimin and Jungkook, their relationship is clearly special. They often share meaningful moments and support each other both publicly and privately. Though they don't always speak openly about their bond, those who know them can clearly see the deep connection they share. Back to the post, maybe Jungkook simply didn't want that collaboration to show on his profile. It likely wasn't a rejection of anyone. It's also possible that, after seeing how some fans overreacted, he chose to delete it to avoid further speculation. What complicated things further was how some fans, especially Taehyung fans, began twisting the narrative. Baseless theories and exaggerated interpretations turned what should have been a simple social media moment into a source of tension in the fandom. Sadly, these reactions could impact both Jungkook and Jimin, two individuals who truly deserve respect, especially since they've always been careful with their private lives. Sometimes, things don't need to be explained publicly. The gestures they share aren't always reflected in posts or Instagram stories, but that doesn't lessen the meaning of their relationship. Recently, a few new photos of Jimin were released and quickly became a hot topic. Hobie even shared one of them on his Instagram story. As always, Jimin looked stunning, radiating a quiet presence that captures attention effortlessly. Not only that, a short video showed Jungkook sitting next to Charlie Puth, likely in a studio, seriously listening to music. All this reminds us that the members are currently working on a new album, which has fans buzzing with anticipation. What's interesting is, it's probably no coincidence that Jimin was seen with Jungkook. We're used to seeing them together during important moments, and what makes this instance special is the closeness and support they show without needing to announce it. Hobie's posts feel like a subtle signal. First, he shared a photo of Jimin, then a clip featuring Jungkook. Both seem to be in the same space, near each other. That's not a coincidence. Hobie, who has a warm relationship with all the members, appears to have a soft spot for Jimin and Jungkook when they're together. Every time the three of them are in one place, there's a warm energy that shines through. Hobie often smiles, responds gently, or looks at them with a gaze full of admiration, as if he also feels something special when he sees them exchanging glances, touches, or meaningful gestures. Jimin and Jungkook rarely act explicitly, but their interactions speak volumes. Even in a professional setting, they maintain their connection and continue to support each other. Posts like these may seem trivial, but when viewed in a broader context, they carry a deeper meaning. This isn't about fan theories, this is fact. Hobie posted about Jimin and Jungkook. They were in a creative space. They were present. They were close. And it's not the first time this has happened. There have been many signs that their relationship is steady, strong, and filled with affection. Even the other BTS members seem to recognize it and often show it indirectly. Most importantly, Jimin and Jungkook are always there for each other, understanding one another with just a glance, seeking each other out without trying to draw attention. Their bond is authentic. They don't need to prove anything. Photos, videos, interactions, whether in public or behind the scenes, are small fragments of a bigger story. A story built on the habit of being close, fearless touches, and meaningful glances. This connection has grown beyond work, the stage, or the cameras. Their trust is visible even in the simplest gestures. Often, without speaking, they know what the other is thinking, as if they can read each other's minds. That closeness isn't an act or fan service. It's a habit. It's intimacy. It's affection that has grown over time, built on a solid foundation. Over the years, they've shared beautiful moments, difficult times, and phases of change. They've stood side by side, as friends, support systems, or maybe something more. There's no need for a definite label. What's clear is that the little details they show prove there's more than just friendship between them. Even under constant public scrutiny, they've maintained this closeness without appearing affected by others' opinions. They show it naturally, without big declarations or artificial distance. Their bond doesn't depend on context, be it during interviews, concerts, rehearsals, or simply walking side by side. Sometimes it's a touch on the shoulder, a shared laugh over an inside joke, or a glance that makes time stop, just for them. And that's the real beauty of it, a genuine connection that can't be faked, and one that endures no matter how the world changes. So, was Jungkook's post just a minor accident? Or a careful move to protect something valuable? And what about Jimin, who seemed to glow even brighter and remained so close in the days that followed? Maybe the answer isn't in one post, but in all the small moments they've shared without words. Because as we all know, Jikook doesn't need to explain anything to be understood. If you feel it too, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Jungkook's deleted post? Do you sense something deeper? See you in the next video, only on Jikook Magic, where small moments turn into meaningful stories. Stay magical, stay curious.